And what is going on, guys? My name is Ritz, and today we are here to do my 500 subscriber Q&A video. You guys ask me questions, I'm going to answer the questions, so let's just get started. Number 1, ATM 551121 says, why did you decide to start doing YouTube videos? I originally decided to start making videos when I was playing Castle Crashers back in 2008, and I had this weird glitch where all of my character saves were gone and I didn't know how to fix it. So I looked online, and on page 17 of some forum that hadn't been posted on for 6 months or whatever, had an answer to my question, and it fixed it. And I was like, hey, I wanna share this with people so they can actually find it and not spend hours like I had trying to fix the issue. So I took my laptop and I put it in front of the in front of the TV with the webcam pointed as close to the TV as I could, and I recorded a nice little tutorial with my prepubescent voice. Well, it wasn't really prepubescent, I was just awkward. So that was the first video I made, and then I made a Fable 2 video when Fable 2 came out about Hal's armor, because I got the limited collector's edition, whatever, of it. And I said badass a lot, and I had a dog named Chase in the game or something, and that video got like 1,000 views in the first day. And so I was like, okay, this is cool, I could do this. And then I did a short series with that, and got a lot of hate, and finally bought a capture card. The capture card didn't work how it was supposed to. The audio was clipping. I said fuck it and threw the capture card away and kind of stopped posting on that channel. So that was 2008. I probably quit 2009ish after only doing it like a couple months for off and on, and I was a high school student. I had shit to do. So I moved on with my life, and then about 9 months ago, almost 10 months ago, yeah, wow, I'm doing this for a while now. Forget how long I do this after a while. Right during Christmas of last year, so Christmas of 2012, I was home alone on Christmas Eve. All 4 of my roommates were out with their friends and family celebrating Christmas, and I was all alone. I had no one to really be with, and it was depressing. And so I'd seen Twitch a while. I used to watch like 4-player podcast on Justin TVs, so I knew about Twitch vaguely. So I decided I was gonna go stream for Christmas, and I titled the stream "Another Lonely Christmas Stream," and I got like 500 viewers at 500 total views that night. And I thought, hey, maybe I could do this for a hobby, and this would be something fun to do. And so I started doing it, and it was really fun, and it was honestly a way to connect with people, because I moved to San Francisco, I was new here, I didn't have family, so I needed a way to make friends in a way, or make a connection with people, and talking to people who were commenting on the stream was the way that I could do that. So then I got rid of my old name, which was Kiss My Aspie, and fun fact of the day, I have Asperger's syndrome. It's a mild form of autism. I have a mild form of autism, but anyways, it just means I'm really socially awkward most of the time. So this is also practice for me to not be so socially awkward. And now I'm getting awkward, so let's, yeah. So the videos themselves were just kind of me trying to make a connection with people and not be lonely. So that's why I started making videos this time around, at least. Mikoshi's Realm says, how well do you think your YouTube experience may go over the years you do it? I think that it can either fail miserably, or it could grow steadily, or it could grow exponentially at some point. It's not about the subscribers or views for me. I mean, it's kind of cool when you hit this thing and you're like, holy shit, there's people, and then it's cool that there's like a prospect that someday I could make money off of this. But that's not my goal. The goal here was to make friends, and is to still make a connection with people, if that makes sense. So the experience for me is just as long as I'm having a connection with someone, like someone who watches my videos or talk to in the comments, or the friends that I've made, like Mikoshi, you yourself, Lewis from Mario Kart Gaming, Mike from Gravesy Games, Steve Fish and Sitting Squirrel, who both of which have stopped making videos. Go away, fire hydrant. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to say. Go away, fire truck. Being annoying. Or ambulance. I don't know. Someone probably got shot outside. Wouldn't surprise me. So over the years, I mean, YouTube might die, but as long as there's still a way for me to have this hobby of recording things and editing and posting it, and having a connection with people, I'm gonna keep doing it. So I could have 1 million subscribers, I could have like 1,000 subscribers like 5 years from now, and I'll still probably do it because it's gonna be fun for me. Agumon286 says, do you ever feel like being manager for Devolved gets in the way of things? To answer that question, yes. Sometimes I do feel like being a manager for Devolved gets in the way of things. For those of you who don't know, Devolved.us is where I play Trouble in Terrace Town, and that is where I record most of my Trouble in Terrace Town videos, and I help manage the staff, and I used to help manage the forum and come up with ideas and like try to be a community manager of that sort of thing. And there are times where I want to do something else, and then I get a text from like the owner or one of the other managers, and who's like, hey, we need to solve this, and I say, okay, and I just drop what I'm doing and go do that. The thing that actually gets in the way of things the most is my real life job, which will work me random, like they'll work me like 36 hours for 36 hours a week for like 3 weeks, and then they'll work me 9 hours the next week, and it's just like, can't make plans, I can't do anything. So there's always a life work balance, and I am still in the process of finding the life work balance of the work of Devolved, while also being able to play on Devolved, while also having a life outside of that, while I can still have my YouTube, while I can still have my day job, while I can maybe go back to school at some point. So if you can tell, I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and there's a lot of shit I need to figure out still. So yes, I do. I still love it. I still don't feel like I've done my entire job yet. I think there's still more for me to do, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm not done in that position yet, and once I'm done, I will bow out and have the next person take over. Kevin Glass says, when should I mark my calendar for cooking with Ritz? Never. It's not gonna happen. I can't cook. I don't know how to cook. That video is satirical. If I ever do make a cooking with Ritz, I will need a DSLR camera, or like an actual camera that's not a webcam, and I will need a second person to actually film it. So that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. Maybe it will. Maybe at 2017. We'll say that. If it's not here by 2017, you can comment on my video that I make in 2017 and say, where the fuck is it? And I'll say, I'm sorry, and I'll record some really just dumb cooking video. Sure. Thank you, Mr. Goliath, and thank you, Medieval Karma. Stephen Piper says, by the way, any tips for starting YouTube? Yes. So when I first started YouTube, I wasn't quite sure what to do, and there was actually a video by Hutch. I think his name's Sean. I don't know. It's like 0824 something. I don't know. It's his birthday, but I don't know it off the top of my head. And I've been following him since he made COD commentaries and then got hired by Machinima. So I've been following his progression, and I've always liked how he's kind of gone from this is what he wanted to do, this is what the audience wanted him to do, then he moved on to this is what he liked doing, and that's what he wanted the audience wanted him to do, and he would just kind of float around and do stuff. So one of his first things that he said was fuck the fans, and that kind of stuck with me. And it doesn't literally mean fuck the fans unless they're, of course, attractive and of age, but just because the fans really want you to do one thing, don't let it bottleneck yourself into one thing. The only reason I still make Trouble in Terrace Town videos is because I have fun with it. If one day I stop having fun with Trouble in Terrace Town, the Trouble in Terrace Town videos are going to stop, even if 99% of my subscriber base is like, we want Trouble in Terrace Town. I will be like, I am sorry, that game is not fun for me. I'm going to go play something that's fun. And that's why I'm branching out and playing Amnesia and Outlast and waiting to get a chord so I can like Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remix, and I want to do more indie game stuff. Like, I want to branch out and do more cool things. So that's one of the first pieces of advice he gave me, or he made in that video that he made about YouTube. And the other thing was make the content you would want to. I don't know if it was him. He made something similar. It was make the content you would want to see yourself, and that's pretty poignant to me. It means don't put out crap just to put out crap and have videos up. Post videos that you yourself would want to watch. So I would spend a lot of time watching Trouble in Terrace Town and playing Trouble in Terrace Town when I first started YouTube. So that's what I did, is I played Trouble in Terrace Town and posted videos of playing Trouble in Terrace Town. And I noticed for me it was more fun to watch somebody be the traitor, doing evil, malicious things as a traitor in Trouble in Terrace Town, than as the innocent or the detective in the game. So that's kind of why where Never Trust Ritz came from, and I was like, let's just do that for a while. And then I did Let's Plays, and then that wasn't so fun for me. So I posted the things that I would watch, I myself would watch and do watch from time to time, because it's always interesting. A lot of the times I'll go into a recording mode, and I'll not put on a face, but I'll go into like the zone, and I just record, and then I watch back the footage while I'm editing it, and I make it the most fun I can if there's a lot of editing that needs to be done, and then put it out there and see what happens. So, fuck the fans, you know, make sure your content and stuff you yourself would watch. AV is the biggest thing, dude. Audio has to sound good, the video has to look good. Otherwise, people are gonna click out of that shit in the first 15 seconds. So, that's that. What inspired you to make YouTube videos? It's similar to why I decided to start making them. And that's by Gaming Vids for the Net. And what inspired me was when I first started making my videos back in 2008, there was a couple people that I was watching. And it was Hutch, his buddy Juicer came in a little bit later. He had another buddy, Trump, that he made videos with. It was like Call of Duty commentaries. And eventually, once I hit late high school, early college, like Achievement Hunter. And those are the guys that I watched like almost all the time. And then I started getting like CNNers and like that whole crew of people. Like there's currently like 80 or 90 YouTubers that I watch on a regular basis. And since making videos, I've had to cut back and just watch like, either the cream of the crop or what's really interesting to me. And they inspired me because they're able to. Some of them are able to make a living doing what they love doing by playing video games, recording it, editing it, and putting it on the internet. And that inspired me to start making it. And the person, surprisingly, the gaming person that inspired me the most to make videos originally was also Charles Trippy. And a lot of you guys might not know who that is. He's a vlogger, and he used to make short skits on his YouTube channel. He had like the shortest video on YouTube, the longest video on YouTube, and a bunch of other cool videos. And he was able to make a connection with people. He and Philip DeFranco, who did more newsy type stuff and things that matter to him today. I'm still an avid fan of Philip DeFranco. And those two guys post videos of them and their lives, and they like let people into their lives and let people into their opinions, and they can connect with people. And that's what I really wanted to do with my channel, and I'm finally starting to do that, because for the first 3 or 4 months that I wasn't getting comments, there was no feedback, and I kind of just was like, you know what, if in the first year I don't have, you know, like 10, if there's 10 subscribers that aren't watching my videos after a year, then I should probably just stop, because the goal is to make friends and build a community, I guess you could say. And yeah, I'm getting super serious. I need to smile more. So those are the people that inspired me, and like what they did inspired me as well. So the final questions. Holy shit, Steve Fish, you dickhead! You asked me like 4 questions. So Steve Fish 4121, one of my friends, asked, do you think that the current genre of horror games has become oversaturated with jump scare tactics? Yes. Yes. I'm not a huge fan of horror games, but all they are now are, here's a thing that's jumping out at you and it's gonna scare you. Like, the game Stop It Slender, and I'm not knocking these games, but I think there's a lot of them. It's, okay, here's something that jumps out at you and it's going to murder you. And, oh, here's a thing that you've finally seen, you have to run away. Like, that happens in Outlast has these things that just jump out at you and scare you, and Amnesia has things that are suddenly there in your face, and there's a lot of those games. I personally, in terms of horror games that I like psychological horror games. I like games that are less jump scare like the horror movies, but more like the creepy undertones of what's happening in the environment, and there's the weirdness that's eerie, and then getting stalked by someone, say, and like getting stalked by someone and having that person follow you around. It's not like they're jumping out at you, but they're like creepily following you like this. That to me is much scarier, and there aren't a lot of games that are doing that right now. Or do I think there's still chances for new ideas out there? Yes, you can come up with a lot of new ideas. There's a cool game that I found on Kickstarter, and it's called Darkwood. And it's this cool horror indie game that they're developing right now, and it looks pretty promising. It's kind of in the same vein as Minecraft, which everyone talks about, and I'm a huge fan of it, but you can kind of collect these resources, and you're in this procedurally generated world, and it's like a top-down, and there's these giant monster-y things trying to chase you, and then these creepy things of things moving, and then this giant witch comes out, and just the concept videos for that are amazing, and I think that that game can go really, really far, and I would like to see it go far. And I think if more games, and more games have been, more indie games come out that are innovative and awesome, they can change the market. Minecraft, for example, when I first started playing Minecraft, I was in high school, and I would sit in my computer class playing on some server, and this is before there was even like a creative, or there was even a survival mode. It was still just creative blocks, just build pretty things. And I would go onto this one server that I played on for months and months and months. I sunk like 400 hours into that server until it died a slow and painful death once survival came out. And people were like, what are you doing? That looks so dumb and weird. And then now a lot of those people that had said that in high school are still playing that game. So yes, when indie games like that can happen, then there's a lot more indie games. There's a lot of promise for new indie games to come out and build up an audience like that. I don't think there will be another Minecraft that is that big, but it gives the opportunity, and indie developers have more of an... People are looking for more indie games now than they were before Minecraft, if that makes sense. Also, do you think simply showing a game like Amnesia, Outlast, or Penumbra with a face cam on YouTube is a get-rich-quick tactic for most YouTubers? Is that the same as mainstream games such as COD and Minecraft? So, as someone who does have a face cam of Amnesia and Outlast, for me, it's not a get-rich-quick tactic for most YouTubers because it is so oversaturated. Somebody said, dude, you need to play Outlast, you need to play Outlast, and I'm like, dude, I've seen 7 people on my subscriptions feed, and I have one account that I just watched a couple of people that I really, really like, and that's like 7 of 20 of the people that I watched in terms of YouTube content did Outlast. And he's like, you gotta do it, it's gonna be fun, and it would just be fun to watch your reactions. And I said, okay, I'll do it, but I mean, it's not going to get anyone rich and famous unless they are the first person to get it up right as soon as the embargo goes up, and that's so unlikely that that's a get-rich tactic at this point that I don't see it as that. So no, because it's so oversaturated, there's no way you can do that to get rich on YouTube. Again, Call of Duty and Minecraft are super oversaturated. At this point, you have to find a niche and have that niche bring you to where you want to be. A great example is my buddy Lewis from Mario Kart Gaming and Magnius from Magnius Games. So what Lewis did is he was doing just generic like Gmod stuff for a while, and then this game Prison Architect came out, or was an alpha, and he started playing that and doing a Let's Play, and his channel blew the fuck up from this one tiny little indie game that no one had heard of. And that's how I found him, through a Reddit post about the game, of a video he posted of it, and I was like, this dude's cool, and so we started talking and became friends. My buddy Magnius did the same thing. He started doing a Minecraft dinosaur thing. So it wasn't just Minecraft, it was showcasing this mod that had dinosaurs in Minecraft, which is just a little weird and bizarre. And he fucking blew up. He started posting his videos regularly back in December, and he had like 600 in December, 1,500 in January, and then like February he had like 5,000, and he's now at like 25,000 subscribers. So at this point, it's not the get rich tactic is not Call of Duty, Minecraft facecam videos or anything. The get rich tactic is try a bunch of new shit and see if it sticks. Literally take all of your markers, throw it at the wall, and see what sticks, and then do that a lot. That's my opinion on how that works myself. This video is probably really fucking long. I'm afraid to look at how long this video is. Oh my god, it's almost 20 minutes long. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I like answering questions like this. If you guys have any other sorts of questions, please leave them in the comments down below, and I will type response to them, unless you guys really want me to do another Q&A video more often than this, because I would like to, but I ramble on a lot, and my face gets super serious when I talk. So, I'm sure you guys would like more Call of Duty content and Minecraft content, so like, favorite, and subscribe, yo. What the fuck am I? I am delirious now. I am so fucking delirious. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching whatever the fuck this is. It's supposed to be a Q&A video, and I rambled a lot, but I'm actually glad there were not any more questions in this, because this would have gone on for hours. Again, guys, thank you. I really do appreciate your support. I don't know if you can get that from what I say or how I sound. That's probably the Asperger's speaking, but I really do appreciate all the support. That this is like a dream come true, and even if it flops, I'm making friends, and that was the biggest thing, and the thing, one of the reasons that I started YouTube. So being able to make friends makes me happy, and as long as I can keep making friends on YouTube and having interactions with people, I will. So before I start crying, as always, guys, my name is Ritz, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.